Welcome to episode 46. There we go. To episode 46 of our Hobo Hero playthrough. There's the camera. Hi. Name's Chris. So we will face Selangor for the second leg of the cup game today, and then maybe then some. I don't know. Depending on how long I'm in the mood or capable of doing this. So let's recap last episode. We had a nice trip to Selangor FC and lost the first leg in the Piala Malaysia first round. So we will need to win the second leg at home without conceding any goals. That said, we also got a somewhat lucky, somewhat, I don't know, maybe a result that was also a consequence of a good motivation and a positive attitude against Terengganu, which is very much like bonus points, considering they were #1 in the league, and we defeated them, actually. So that went well. So I guess it begs the question, what will we do facing Selangor FC again? Because they will probably not play 50% youth players like Terengganu did. As a result, I think this will be much harder. On the other hand, well, if we concede, we're done, right? So, let's have a look at the rules. I'm actually interested. There are away goals here. Doesn't say anything, does it? Extra time played if scores are level after 90 minutes. Penalty shootout if scores are still leveled. So we expect well, basically we need to win. That's it. If we win, we're okay. Alright. So, there's that. How long do we have? 3 days. Well, insert unkind words here. That's not good. That said, I think our training consists of pretty much nothing. Hi, Mies. Welcome back to the stream. What's good? Maybe this is it. 3 days. Yeah. Well, it depends. If Selangor played 2, they did. They won against Sabah. A few more people in the stadium, actually. Yeah, so we want to be extra prepared for that, right? Might as well talk to the other person here and there. I know this is very exciting and everybody's coming in right for this, so we might as well do it. That said, I want us to be done closer to the start of the match, I think. So let's hope nobody hurts themselves. The 2 recovery sessions plus penalties seems a bit weird. Can we still change this? Where is it? Ah, too late. Mazrin's back in training, that's a positive. Well done. What did I just say? As long as nobody hurts themselves. Great! So I guess Baru will play. Oh, this is not Baru's side. Never mind, this is Christopher's wing. Perfect. We have a backup that is entirely out of shape. So, I don't know. Maybe it's Harsey time. Who knows? We'll cope with it somehow. That'll teach me. So, Selangor scouting report again. Let's have a look at this. They still play a gegenpress style. Still one of the best teams in the division. Still way ahead of us. They are... This is us. The #1 now. Yeah, we did everything we could to warrant that happens. so that's fine. Seems like these two have problems together for some reason. Signy's not very tall. Neither is Rosley. There's the concept. So we need to pepper them with crosses. Towards elbow chuck still. That's what we're going for. And given that it is a home match, I guess expectations are still we lose, right? Yeah, certain defeat is expected. By the way, everybody's really happy with the last result for some reason. Great. So we'll try to give them what they want. There's free time afterwards here. So I think we can take a risk, also play the players that are under heavy match load. I think that's perfectly reasonable. If we make it to the next round, that's a ton of money for us. So I think that sounds fair. Next Friday is a match. There's no matches whatsoever in here, as expected. And neither in the under 19s. Okay, we should also probably have a look at strengths and weaknesses. Great. Welcome back to the stream, sir. I have no idea what that means. Let me Google that. First entry in Google is League of Legends. That's probably wrong. This is me not speaking Malay. Might be a foreign language that is really important to this stream and I just don't know. I have no idea. Yep. So we can compare them, yes. But let me try to translate some of this first. I have no idea what this means. I want to at least know the language. It's Turkish, apparently. But that doesn't help, though. Google Translate can't translate this. Apparently. Well, I don't understand the person. Sorry, man. No idea what you're saying. Okay, yeah, we can compare possible backup strikers. So, spoken from another perspective, I think elbow chuck still is pretty much set. So, what's available to us? Cool. So Azamuddin. Azamuddin is somewhat okay in the mental department, but, well, he does know how to finish, he has a decent long shot. He has most of the mental stuff covered with the exception of vision. And I think the primary thing on the physical side here, despite the natural fitness, is some sort of balance that's left over. So he can retain possession. That's basically it. He can be okay-ish on the ball. I think that's all we have here. Yeah, also technical skill is not horrible yet, right? So that's alright. Obviously, once he gets challenged physically, he's done. Most of the time. That said, average rating says 6.76. For a striker, this is not impressive, but it isn't horrible, is it? So, That's a positive for him. Then there's Jafar. Let's just say we don't talk about Jafar. He has a good finish there. In the under 21s, theoretically speaking, Ahmad is able to play as a striker or borderline capable. He doesn't know how to finish though. That said, he's for the kind of striker we're looking for, at least he has the passing skill and the vision. So that makes sense for Ahmad. And the under 19s contain Farid Ahmad, that's not to be confused with the other one. As you can see, poacher skill set, and also, well, I don't think we need to talk about this. Jafra we had. Isha has very good finishing, but the physical side is basically Azamuddin level. He has decent acceleration, and that's it. Off the ball movement's good, anticipation is horrible. Technical, finishing's good, heading's decent. Technique and first touch are bad. So if it comes to it, he will probably hit the back of the net, but that's about it. He doesn't contribute anything else. Isha's unambitious, Jafar is a casual, Ahmad is a mercenary. That's not really a reason to talk about any of those. Silverai has the personality going for him. That's it. I think from an attribute perspective, I would argue if he manages to get some decisions and composure, the strength will buff out. I don't worry much about that. But the mental side, I'm not so sure. So if he got that, he would be tolerable. Also, for me, this is not good media handling. There's also the concern that he didn't develop at all. Yeah, we train him as a target forward, so this might be obfuscated by the fact that we re-educate him. And it is, as you can see. So he declined overall outside his training focus. But with respect to the training focus, I think we can agree that this is not that bad. So there might be an option to use him at some point. That's definitely a candidate for the under 21s max. I wouldn't argue that we should play him in the first team. Or, I don't know, in the senior squad, sorry. Yeah, I would also argue he's probably also the best choice if we want to have somebody for build-up play. So, no matter if we want to... Yes. A minor influence is definitely also the fact that we consider him to have some potential for development. So, if it's even, that's probably an argument for Ahmad, given that we want to give him playing time. Azamuddin will retire. He's done. So we might as well play somebody that is under contract for moderately cheap money. And, well, he gets a wage increase if we play him a lot, but that's about it. Yeah. I actually thought about that, so I might as well go on record here. I think there's an issue with the attacking midfielder position in our squad in general. The finishing's fine, but if we play him in a position like this, I would prefer a player in this position that has a good finish in general. I don't know, I didn't look at the stats yet, but yeah. That's not fantastic, is it? I will not change this season anymore, but for the future, I would very much like to have some sort of a routine player there that can contribute together with Elwak Chuck still. That or, I don't know, somebody with great potential for development. So probably not him given his finishing. Like, I'm not opposed to playing him, but he's not first choice for this kind of demand, I would argue. So maybe we can find somebody else. It might even be somebody in the under-19s. We're really strapped for players that have any potential. Or the monies. So it might be Isha after all, but he doesn't know how to play the position. I'd rather not play Jafar, which leaves us with Ahmad, and he's a mercenary, so... or something like this, obviously, yes. So in that case, Elbak Jackstel would need to do the goal scoring. So all of a sudden we play him as a target forward on attack or something. Like, this is not horrible, but somebody needs to hit the back of the net in the end. On, well... But this is all about next season. This is not about next match. That said, for next match, I still think it's reasonable to rely on those that are in the squad, and if they are prone to retire pretty soon, we need to fall back to the under-21s, because these are the players that we assessed have some potential. So if we give them playing time, either we generate resale value, or we might even get them to the senior squad at some point. Preferably both, obviously. So that's why we signed them in the first place. And given that these are 18-year-olds, there's opportunity for them to play. And with their foreign nationalities, there's also opportunity for them to turn Malaysian at some point, if they want to. That will not happen, they're not registered. So I cannot do this on the fly, Journal. That's done now. I would need to register them for the competition. And in the competition there was squad registration here anyway. Oh, they got thrown out. Competition's over. So there's no matches anyway. We would need to do friendlies or something down there. I really don't want to bother with that right now. But in general, I think having, for next season, again, having a smaller senior squad and maybe including the odd player here and there in the under-21s, playing them from time to time in the senior squad from the bench, is probably a better option. To generate resale value. That will be hard on us from a performance perspective, though, and it requires a different mindset. Like, not looking for 4-star players anymore. We're looking for players that might need match experience, have good personality, and, you know, get them into the club. Pay them 70 euros a week and move on once they want to leave the club. That's basically what we would need to do. Which, to be fair, is a challenge in itself, and that can be really fun. So, it's due to necessity, though, over here. I think if we could buy quality players, or just pay them, or do the scouting on them, or any of those, then we would be fine with that, but we don't have the money. So, considering we are bleeding a ton of money, and apparently this financial loss per season, I don't know. It might be approximately 100k per season right now. So that can't stand. So despite whatever is going on here, we need to reduce wages at some point. We need to generate some resale value, preferably. And we need to reduce the staff, actually. This shit can't stand for an extended period of time. Granted, our manager here, Nils Ramang, so I don't know, me, I guess in a way, his attributes increased a lot. So, with the exception of the goalkeeping coaching, he can probably do 1.5 star now. That's not great, but we're getting there. So we might be able to do some decent coaching without the whole bunch of the coaching stuff. So once the contracts run out, we need to make a decision. Either we want to keep them, and we still waste a ton of money. Well, it's not waste specifically. Or we don't. And if we don't, we save, I don't know, 2k per week. I would need to calculate this. I'm not sure. But chances are we can save a ton of money and get to a net zero next season. That would be fantastic. Okay, everybody expects us to get defeated. They want us to play attacking football again and possession-based tactic and blah blah blah. So given that it went well last time out, why would we change the formation? We can do this. That's sad. Maybe we should adapt it for the next match. So, in the next match, we expect to face one central defender that can't jump, two central defenders that can't jump, a right back that can, but we don't care, and a left back that can jump. So as a result, floated crosses are probably not the worst idea. Aerial reach here is decent. Positioning is great. Command of area is also decent, so chances are the goalkeeper comes out to claim it, but that's not to say he will always do this. So let's float this shit in for next match. I should probably not do this here though, otherwise it will be changed for the entire time. This is something that I really dislike, by the way, about the setup of the match. I think this menu is much preferable to the tiny menu that comes up prior to the match. I don't know why they did it this way. So as a result, I always try to set it up here. Okay. So Elbok Chaksdale is not debatable. Might as well talk to him. He did well last time out. Didn't score though. That said, I think overall we can be happy with him. He didn't have a single chance though. Why? So we'll criticize him for that? Okay. Well, we can praise the conduct. What's praiseworthy here? Nothing. Didn't lead the line in a very efficient manner. He played well, but that's not... Can't praise the tackling. Can't praise the passing, that's not good. No, I guess he made an impact somehow. Training rating, development. I mean, I guess it's fair. There's not much to say. Form 6.54. Did I criticize him recently? You know what? We'll be kind. He didn't score recently. Isn't there like, the team needs you to help get back in shape? Alright. So we encouraged him a little bit. I think that makes sense. Anyone else that needs to play under any circumstance? We can talk about the goalkeeper probably, or might as well go about it from training perspective. Zakaria. There's no doubt, is there? It's really great. Looking at this progression, yeah. I think that's very easy. His form is sadly bad. Last match, 2 out of 2 tackles, I guess that's praiseworthy. No chances created though, so we'll lead with that. That works. And we praise the tackles. Here we go. Conduct's fine, no use talking about it though, I think that's alright-ish. Form's bad. Do we have... Do we have a history somewhere? What kind of talk we had with him lately? I think that's missing. So I'll criticize the form here. This might not go well. We'll go with this. He's regretful. Okay, we will not set a target here. But he's more or less in perfect morale, that should suffice. That's as far as we can go here. Who else? We just end up with the same squad anyway. RC. So RC trains well. He didn't play all the time recently. Low risk of injury though. As a result, I think we can play him. Form is interesting. No assists recently, so we can criticize the lack of assists, I think. That works. Apparently criticism of the form is also related to specific attributes sometimes, so that makes sense. And we can also do carrier. RC carrier, another root in Fakrula. Sure. RC. That's Fakrula, here's carrier, I guess. Okay. Yeah, another root in. Does anyone have a specific thing in mind about the goalkeepers? Maybe? Well, Charlie is on a 7.6 rating. Last match. That's really, really great. I like it. Came back from injury and works immediately. Not bad. That said, consistency and realism in big matches and all will probably not be enough if his bad personality comes through again. Or just bad performances. I don't know where it comes from, to be honest. Well... So, I guess Safri will not come along. We'll bring Jeffrey on the bench. And, well, goalkeeper. Not much to say here, is there? In other areas, well, we could start Mazren. He just returned from injury, apparently it's not that hard on him though. So we could do that. Bring Rosti anyway. Between these two. We'll need to have a look. I need to do a short break. No, 1. He did score 1. Where is it? He scored 1 goal. Yeah. Anyway, as I said, I need to do the short break. I will continue putting players on the thing. So he trains well. 6.6 rating. Not bad either, is it? Yeah, look at the form. 6.5. So we'll play him. Bring him along on the bench. That's a big focus on our own players, it makes sense. Was Ankun. Good. So there's an argument to be made that Ankun is somewhat exhausted and should come from the bench, and we should play McManamy. I'm not sure about it. That said, McManamy did develop some positional awareness here. Like, not in the attribute sense, but he knows how to play as a defensive midfielder somewhat now. His training's fine. No problems there. And he does know how to play the role, more or less. Well, not this role. What are we doing here? We train him as an RPM. We play him as an RPM. That's worse according to the star rating, but better according to me. And dribbling less and more direct passes. Sure. I'm not so sure about the more direct passes on him, actually. I think for more direct passes... So he needs good passing skill. First touch, passing, and technique are average, I would argue. And he needs good vision. He's got that. Good decision making, he's got that. And probably good anticipation, so... I'll take this off, because I think he's not that qualified to do it. I'd rather retain possession in this kind of setup, in particular. Alright, right winger. So we have Hammer available, and Bauru. Hammer trains well. Hammer doesn't play well, though. 6.6 rating is not fantastic. On the other hand, he was involved in a win against number 1 in the league. Bauru, on the other hand, didn't do much either to warrant a place on the pitch. So I guess Hammer can play. And Bauru can come along on the bench, most likely. This will select itself anyway. This is not debatable. Azamudin is probably the best choice if we don't want to bring along a youngster. Safri and Amran can stay at home. Ankun is not debatable. So we're left with Rusty, and that's done too. There we go. Like, just like every single time, right? So we need to talk about their position a little bit more, don't we? Maybe at least do this here. Praise those beyond an 8 or maybe a 7.5. We're more or less done with most of them. 7.6 on Safri. Well, you will remain at home anyway. That's alright too. And now we're getting into no good territory. It's really concerning that Mod Jalil is on a 6.25 all the time. Even after such good performances. So, if this is not a reflection of his bad character, I don't know what is. And we will make him a really important member of the squad, apparently. The way we're going right now. He's considered to be an important player. Where's the stuff in the hierarchy? Where's Mod Jalil? There. So he's considered to be a highly influential player already. If he had better personality, no problem whatsoever, but I don't think he has. In fact, I think his personality is rock bottom, most likely. Well, it says further determined, so I guess determination he has. That's about it, though. Alright. So, we try to retain possession against them, play a high press, play a positive game, and supply floating crosses to our center forward. That's the concept. No. We will do the positive thing. And if we lose by 5 goals, then so be it. At least we tried. Alright. Also, we had, like, a single good experience with this. We will not waste time. The fairly wide attacking with... I'm not so sure about, actually. This would work. So, I think our crossing is not that impressive. And playing a bit narrower gives us opportunity for more goal-scoring chances from half spaces. I think this is something that needs to be revamped in general after the match, maybe. I think... Was it Mies that mentioned this, or was it you, Journal? I'm not sure. One of you two mentioned recently that for some of these formations, maybe going through the middle a little bit more and going a bit more narrow makes sense. So I should probably set it up that way. In particular in these formations that contain an inverted winger. And that focus more on a little bit more direct passing. So maybe for next season I can set this up like this. Okay, yeah, you said narrow, not through the middle. Alright. Well, anyway, I think it would make sense playing a bit narrower if we want to exploit these half spaces here with the inverted wingers. And also our crossing's not good. So as a result, I do not want anyone out here with, I don't know, 4 points of vision and 8 points of crossing to try to find elbow check still. That's unlikely to happen. Close to the penalty area might be different. Well, the pace on most of these is okay. So they might beat their men whilst they're running towards the goal immediately. So maybe more between the fullback and the center back. So basically in inside forward position or somewhere. Yeah, anyway, just thoughts. So rolling out, is this a thing? Could be. But he has the kicking. He has no passing whatsoever. But we have something, we have a target forward. And we expect them to have at least one person in central defense that can't jump. So as a result, I think it might be reasonable to distribute directly. True. I think Masrin trains... Well, in this particular situation, I will just shift him to defense. That does make sense. Usually this is the overlapping side. So once he starts overlapping again, we need to change this. Cross aim target forward is on for everybody anyway. Yep. So that's fine. Higher defensive line is just part of the formation. The higher press is part of the formation, or part of the mentality, whatever. Trapping them on the outside. This is what we're going for. So I guess we can have a look here. It depends on their position. With our two, you mean? So assuming we trap them on the outside, that would basically say we funnel them to the outside to get possession there, right? Funneling them to the outside means they can rely on the good crossing and dribbling of their right players, and apparently that's a thing they have. Well, with the exception of Mr. Kadir, because he's a center back. Funneling them to the inside means they get into more goal scoring opportunities. He's a horrible shot, so that's definitely a good idea. In fact, we should probably show him to the weaker foot, given that he's one-footed. This is a case of a hard tackle if I've ever seen any, isn't it? Can we also just mark him out of the game? Off the ball movement is 7. But he has no composure whatsoever, his first touch is 6. So we triggered a press on him. This guy needs to go off. At 17 years old, if you've never torn anything in your knee, you probably need to learn how to do it. So we will teach him. So I guess we trap on the inside. We funnel to the inside. So that means these are shown to the inside too. Which for him, for example, means on the left foot. So his superior passing and finishing hopefully won't work there. Or not as well. And same here. Yeah. I do not know how to deal with their dribbling. He's a dribbling 9. I can live with that. We can leave that empty. And closing him down will probably happen quite naturally. For him, on the other hand, I think his dribbling is very good. He has good composure, good decisions. I'm fearful that we will give away a lot of free kicks if we don't ease off tackles here. Didn't really look at the striker yet. That's even worse. I don't know. Good heading, good off the ball movement. Fast. So tight marking, definitely not an option. He will just get away from his marker every single time. He does run with the ball through center. He has all the attributes for it. So that makes sense. We can try to ease off tackles on him, but then we will face whatever he considers to be a reasonable position to take a shot. So I have no idea how to deal with this. I guess we need to shut down supply. Any ideas? I mean, we can out-jump him. But our positioning is worse than his off-the-ball movement, so even with the long balls, he will just skip past the defender. Or he will find the room behind the defender, I guess. So I don't know how to deal with this. His passing's rubbish. His vision is bad too. He's strictly a defensive player. We could try to mark him out of the game. There's one. That is a very good assessment. I think I agree with this. I don't know. So, Mies, how do you think about that? We funnel the play to the inside? So like positionally speaking already to this guy. So we do not mark him. He has 8 points of passing, so that's not horribly bad, but I think we can get the ball from him. Yeah, that is basically what we're going. I think there's one. Or he's close to being the best. Depends. The striker is also very good. Oh, the striker apparently. On 2.2k per week. So, yeah, probably him. I didn't have a look through the entire squad yet. Is this somebody that I should know? You know him, okay. Well, okay. Well, anyway, they have him, yes. And apparently he's good. So we will need to shut off supply prior to reaching him. Okay. Well, not my primary concern right now. I think he can have the ball. In general, 6 points of passing, no vision. Mentals are okay. So we can never mark him tightly. And let him have the ball. Bryce Rodrigo is a bit better, but not by much. He has very low dribbling, very low bravery, low first touch, and low strength. So this is a case of mark him out of the game and also tackle him hard. Well, he has no picture whatsoever in our game, sadly. I don't know. These two though. This looks like, well, not that superior quality actually. Yeah, I could, but then again, let's just say I spent some more money on hardware. Do not let anyone tell that I do not spend for this stream. I bought. Well, to be fair, I just bought an internal hard drive, an M2 SSD, to put some stuff on it, most likely games. And well, maybe the YouTube videos, in case I record some. So strictly speaking, it's not for the stream. Also, external hard drive for saving some stuff, and you know, there's a lot of spending to be done there. So his passing's pretty bad. His first touch is pretty bad. His composure is okay though. I do not know if we want to press him all the time. Same with him. That will probably happen automatically. None of these have a very weak foot, so we'll ignore this. His crossing's bad, his passing's bad. We can ignore him most of the time. Tight marking or anything not needed. Closing him down. Well, we do hard tackle one, and the other one, I think the other one is too strong. He has good bravery, good strength. He might have a problem with the first touch, but then again, the composure and the decision making is fine. So I think closing him down all the time will restrict, like, he will not have that much time. But on the other hand, I expect him to find a solution. Most likely a possession pass towards anyone. So I do not think we need to press him that much. It doesn't make sense. Bryce Rodrigo, on the other hand, is not much different. There is a difference in bravery though, and in strength. He's really weak. Yeah, you can see by the weight. 58 kilograms. So I don't know what it is in freedom units, but no. He's lightweight. As a result, I think the hard tackle makes sense here. And again, triggering the press, his composure is okay-ish, decision making is okay-ish. I think once he has the ball, triggering the press on him will not... It will not do much useful stuff. So maybe just keep in the formation and win the ball back here and attacking midfield. Going back to the left back. So yeah, but I would argue he needs a tight mark because a tight mark is able to mark him out of the game. And Rodrigo is the one of the two the one of the two defensive midfielders that is worse. Never mind. He's the better passer of the two. Sorry, I'm really confused. It's been a long week. He's the better passer of the two. So if I want to tight mark one of them, it's probably him. It's also very likely that we can muscle the ball off him. Depends a little bit. Is there anyone that we can put on his heels? How strong are you? That's even worse. I'm so sorry. We could, in theory, let him be hunted down by Elbach still, for example. So he would be way stronger, better jumping reach. And in ball distribution situations, this is also a mismatch. Elbach is a better jumper, and, well, he'll just be able to muscle him off the ball. He even has better off the ball movement than this guy has positioning. So I think that makes sense. The problem is Elbach falls back in this kind of setup. So I'm not sure if I want to do this. True. Still, what's the alternative? Not marking him tightly, and then? Then, I mean, I guess that's still possibility, but the fear is that he distributes the ball. Yeah, okay. If you say so, I will follow your lead. I mean, it doesn't make much of a difference. If we realize he plays a lot of passes, we need to mark him tightly. Okay? So, it's your job to have a look for that. I don't know. If he has a good match rating or something, we might want to mark him out of the game. Yeah, true. But the way we play now, we try to push up, keep them away from the goal, and basically focus on this stuff. Yeah, and retain possession more often than not. So he's a good tackler. His positioning is inexistent. We've been here. Nobody's talking about him anymore, right? I do not think we need to press him. I do not think we need to tackle him hard. This is all good, to a degree. Rosley is a 6-point passer, so no tight marking needed. There's a 7 that's a little bit better. Is there anything else about him? Bravery is 6 to 9. He's rather strong though. First touch is acceptable, so pressing him will, I don't know. He has low composure, so pressing him might work. I'm not so sure about it. Pressing Tiny, on the other hand, probably won't work. He's okay-ish. The entire passing skill is somewhat okay-ish. His vision is really bad though. So chances are he will play a possession pass more often than not. So I guess we try to trigger the press on this guy. We do still mark him somewhat, so neutral. And that's it. Mr. Nieholm. That's a very good player. Sadly. So, biggest weakness here is well, to be honest, the biggest weakness is the way they play him. I don't know what's going on with them. I would have rotated this a little bit. Put him into central defense, put the right back in his position. Play one of the central defenders in defensive midfield. They have, yes. So what did we do with him? I mean, we could close him tightly, to mark him tightly, but our players are like, this is whose job? Harcy's. Forget about it. Harcy will not mark him tightly. Trigger the press on him. But look at the player that needs to do this. That's him. He has 3 points of strength. Marking the guy tightly will not do any good. We can try to man mark him. That's different. So we can try to man mark him. Yeah, but again, the pure size, pure hate. Sorry, the pure hate only matters if they don't jump. So, in general, we can go by the attributes. Like, how do I say this? In Football Manager, the hate is a proxy for jumping reach. If you don't know it, it's a noisy proxy though. So if we have the jumping reach, we go with that. In particular, given that we know that he will jump, because the mental stuff is fine. So we can try to specifically send Harcy after him. He's also a decent director of football from the scouting knowledge perspective. Filipino, Swedish, international player. And with the goalkeeper has good passing. So I think we want him to distribute the ball in a short manner if they do. I'm much more fearful about the long kicks that he might provide. He will go and join Kuala Lumpur. Okay. Any other ideas? Last chance. None? Alright. Let's go. So, yes, I realize. That's a very good idea. We will do this. So, that's the team sheet. What is the expectation? The expectation is that we claw back against them. I will... Can we do cautious? We'll go with this. But we will still go with revenge. Alright, that works. So, Mochalil had a wonderful game last time out. We'll try to motivate him. I don't think I can. So first of all, they will do this by themselves to a degree, if I'm not mistaken, depending on who's closer. And the other one will cover. I think that's the way it works usually. If you do not specifically give them a stopper and a coverer. So that should happen by itself, but also their striker has no jumping. So as long as they do not have the possibility to play a flat pass, I think we'll be fine. We should probably be able to out-jump him. Or to cover for whatever deflects off the first touch of, well, one of our defenders or the striker. Basically, I'm hoping for, like, a lot of air duels, right? Okay, and for the other ones here, I think, just encourage everyone. Alright, that's fine. And I predict an ad break. because apparently Twitch wants me to do one. Given that we will, we might run into extended time, this will be a 1-minute one, so I don't know, take a walk. BRB. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the second leg of our, whatever competition this is. Piala Malaysia. I knew it. Also, it's very professional to comment on whatever with nuts in my mouth. There we go. Let's see if Cherenol's prediction of a 3-1 loss will be reality. I suspect we can win this. If, and only if, we focus the play straight towards their weaknesses. So basically the youth players. I think their youth is much worse than ours, by the way. So first mistake's been made. We did not encourage them at the start of the match. Okay, that works for me. An offside situation, also the shot was really, really bad. Which is exactly what we expected. That's fine. Nihon. That's dangerous. As always, Nihon in possession. Is the Rodrigo person... Do we have stats for this? Not yet. Maybe here. There's a Selangor. Passing stats. Most passes were played towards Halim. Which is fine. We don't mark him. Rodrigo received a few more. Okay, for a few less. Okay. We will need to have a look at this throughout the match. I should do that more often anyway. If one of them has really, like, if they play a lot of passes, we will need to find out if this is according to our concept or not. That got blocked, which is fine. So, everything goes well, but we didn't create much yet. Zakaria on the ball, elbow chuck still. There's an opportunity for a good pass. And then Harsey delays play. Skips past Nihon. Not bad. Is it? No, it's probably pronounced Nihon, not Nihon. It's Swedish after all. I don't know. In case in case Mikabillion watches this at some point, maybe he can tell me. RC. Still RC. Nice cross. McManamy. Yeah. That's not the target forward, by the way. Is this offside? It is. Okay. Let's have a look at the passing again. On their side. Yeah, great goal. That doesn't count, man. So, we know that Halim, whom we don't mark tightly, had one good pass already. A key pass. Rodrigo, on the other hand, still received 18. I will revert this. We'll try to mark him tightly. I want to see if there's an impact. Yeah. The assistant manager will probably start complaining immediately. But we will mark Rodrigo tightly with Elbakchuk still. And let's have a look if it draws him out of position too much. But I think for a target forward in this kind of setup, that still makes sense. Oh, Nyholm is somewhat hurt. What a pity. What's he got? Can we determine this somewhat? Lower leg injury, that doesn't say much. Let's go, man. Yes. Oh, Hammer. Best chance of the match. After 24 minutes. So, now I'm conflicted. Because Nyholm is in a bad shape, obviously. But on the other hand, he's one of the better players in their squad. What we can do... Sorry, but this is really stuttery, but... Dribbling slow. He has got bravery and strength. But this is one of these players that we want off the pitch, right? So, hit him. If you can. Ooh, that's dangerous. That got blocked. Nice. So, prior to them taking the corner, I think general encouragement is in order. And hopefully we can defend this well. No. Don't let this be a penalty. It isn't. That could have been a penalty. We got lucky. Yeah, and another free kick. Okay. Well done. Another Rudin. Hammer tries to run with the ball, which is fine. That's okay. We take corners. Any thoughts so far? RC... Doesn't find Elbakchuk still. Second attempt, maybe? That's way misplaced, man. Mazrin. Barrier. Oh! Elbakchuk still! What a save! Yeah, but this is good. Considering they are number 1 in the league, this is a positive. And we lost the last match. Also, possession is 50-50 so far. So, I'm okay with this. Obviously, there's a big risk for something happening. Just, you know, that one counter attack and then it's done. On the other hand, I think we can be happy with the performance so far. Nihon's tackle was bad. RC, nice, Nazarudin. Yes! Sorry, I'm excited. That was great. I like it. It works. Not much happening either. It's just Nihon losing out on a tackle. Probably due to the... I don't know, maybe Nazarudin did go in a little bit harder there. Not sure, probably overinterpretation on my side. We do have our goal though, so now it's extra time. If we can hold on to it. Or we score another one. Given that they barely had a chance so far. And that's a long ball by Rodrigo. Careful guys, do not concede. What's this? That's Harsey. Thanks for the clip, man. Fuck me. Come on. Such a simple goal. Montnor plays a good field-splitting pass, and none of our defenders are in the mood to do their job, really. There's been a ton of stations here, so Badrul Hisham could have closed him down a little bit more. There could be an offside, it wasn't. Again, well, this is just superior skill. Can't really do much about that. So, we have the same mountain to climb yet again. So annoying. Wow. What a tackle. Ouch. You can give him a yellow for that at least. Another one. No, it doesn't. I had a look at it. It does not have away goals. So we still need to score one. It said if scores are level after 90 minutes. No away goal rules, as far as I'm aware. I think overall the performance was fine. We've been unlucky. I will tell them. It works! Okay! We share a sentiment, that's good. So now you guys need to commit a little bit more. In particular, Elbrook Chuckstill. Put one in the back of the net, man. That works too. And I will probably not touch the rest of them. Because on a 7.3 and a 7.2 rating, praising them is too early. 7.0 definitely is too early for praises. And, well, we can encourage them, right? That shouldn't go that badly. Get out there, change the game. You can do it. They subbed off Nihon, finally. I was hoping for that. Now Rodrigo plays it right back. Okay. That was to be expected. Which also means we can take this off for now. Yep. And we have no idea about this guy. Chances are, given that this is a 16-year-old with 57 kilograms, hard tackle, tight marking, yeah, we'll go in there and foul him off the pitch if we can. I think that's entirely reasonable. It feels like they spent 4K on 3 players per week, and the rest of it is youth players. At least it feels that way. I should have played the first match like this. Oh, I don't know. Mistakes have been made, I guess. Badrul Hisham. Nazarudin, nice pass, not nice pass. Well done. That's decent too, that's offside. Go guys. Get another one. McManamy, that's a bad pass. How about you foul him? Not now though. Ah, good save by Mochalil. It was offside, okay. Still, good save anyway. Mochalil's ball distribution does not go towards the target forward. I don't like this. Now we face... That's some sort of a break. Okay. I think we should probably change this. So they play a 4-2-3-1, which means... Just generally speaking, rolling it out, there should be some sort of opportunity to find a player. I'm not sure if I want to go towards the central defenders there. Or the fullbacks. I think in general the fullbacks should be marked. That's fine. I'm actually considering, do we have better chances going through the middle here? Overall, given the superior quality of their wingers? Is that a thing? Does this count as a finish? Okay, this is the quality of chances we get. Mazrin, Harsi, Mazrin again. No cross. Zakaria. No cross either. Alright. Nice play. Also nice play. McManamy with a nice penetrating pass. Hammer. Level. Congratulations, Mr. McManamy. You develop into a really useful transfer. Just as Ankon would have done it if he were on the pitch. If he was on the pitch, that's it. grammar is hard. So, we would win this match at least. For now. True. Then again, what would I change? Nazarudin is tired. That's something that I can change. But who should come on for him? He did get his goal. Also, this might go for a whole 120 minutes. So, either I make early substitutions and hope that it works, but in the end everybody will be exhausted, or I gamble for extra time and try not to make any substitutions yet. So I guess we do that. It goes well for now. I'm trying to exhaust them, basically. Is the passing tempo slightly higher? Yeah, that makes sense. Zakaria, Nazarudin, don't lose the ball. McManamy takes the shot. Sure, you can do that. He can do that. He has 9 points of long shots. Not bad. RC.
Hey, yet another member for the fan club.
Yay!
I'm quite sure it's not a self-help group.
We managed to get to, what is it, 160? At least. Well. At least according to whatever is on display here. So, thank you very much for the follow. Ah, cool. No. Intercepted, please. Zakaria, we will need to set up a new goal. Later on. But not right now. RC. Masrin still drifts forward a lot, right? Okay. That's a really easy corner to get. Whom did they sub off? Oh, one of the wingers. Okay, that's good. This one's worse. He's fresh, but this one's worse. Alright. Dribbling is not that high, so normal, I guess. Left-footed, so given that we showed him to the inside, might as well focus on the weaker foot. And that's it. He's not brave and not strong, but I'd rather not give away that many free kicks, so yeah. No other stuff. Limb. You think we might be able to foul him off the pitch? That's what we're going for. He will probably not react much, as long as he doesn't get hurt. Okay. There's no yellow cards whatsoever in our squad yet, so you might be right. We can try this. Come on, Harsey. Give it a good effort. That's not a good effort. That was somewhat misplaced. And, well, we can start subbing players at some point. Zakaria's tired now. We have a replacement for that. Nazarudin, there's no replacement on the bench for Nazarudin, sadly. But otherwise... Come on, Zakaria, hit him! That... deflects off the defender. Okay. So, we need to bring on Rusty for Zakaria, I think. Sadly. I liked Zakaria, but he gave this match his best, and, well, his best was 6.9, so... For a 16-year-old, whatever, it's fine. We'll be okay. How do we deal with the Nazarudin situation? Obviously, elbow chuck still could drop back one position. I don't really like it though. I like him up front. And there's no replacement available. We did play Baru in attacking midfield at some point. McManamy? So, we could use McManamy and put him in a central attacking midfielder role. Well, no, attacking midfielder, whatever, in this role. He doesn't know how to shoot from distance. So maybe that's a thing, yeah, why not? So we bring on Ankun. Switch these two. We do not want him to run with the ball. Actually, no dribbling. That's okay for him. Taking more risks. That's okay for him. Holding position, yeah, why not? Doesn't matter. Cross less often, shoot less often, I don't know. Cross less often, definitely. Shooting less often, I'm not so sure about. I think I'll get like... I guess that's still a thing. He does have decent decision making, so if we tell him to shoot less often and he knocks off the one or two long shots, that's fine with us. Still want to go towards target forward, and for him to ease off tackles, because he's shit at it, probably. Yep, he is. He's a technical player. So he will get some versatility, I guess. Any other concerns? Well, it would go into extra time for now. So that's less attacking players, but on the other hand, this contributes to build-up play. I think that makes sense. There's more direct passes on for Ankun. That makes some sense too. We'll do this. Get out there, change the game. By the way, I never asked Valaki. Feel free to share what brings you to the stream. In case you want to. If you just want to lurk, feel free to lurk on. Yeah, it's fine. Nice interception. RC, McManamy. Oh no! That's really bad by McManamy. That's it. That must be all the luck we had. That must be the end of it. Given that their striker, with his 14 or 15 points of finishing and the good mentals, just hit the inside of the post and the ball bounced back from it. Can you please focus? That worked well. Okay. Hammer. Ankun, decent pass. McManamy, also a decent pass. Barul Hisham, Hammer again. Nice play so far. This is not a nice play, this is just a corner. Shall we encourage them? Fire them up? I don't know. What's the appropriate measure here? I think we encourage them, given that we still need one goal. I think they react to the aggregate, right? Or they don't. Ugh. RC. Elbow chuck still. It's over. Well, somebody reacted in a positive manner. They subbed on a player. This guy's still on the pitch. I know. Don't worry. So, he's yet another 17-year-old. 61 kilograms. Another case of a hard tackle, I think. Yeah, well, Mazarin has a good game, but he's given it his all. And Rosti is an appropriate replacement, so that makes sense. We can do that. And if we sub off Elbow Chuck still, McManamy is also exhausted now. If we sub off Elbow Chuck still, the entire the way we play would change with Azamudin. Is this a positive way in which it would change? We could try playing him as a poacher or something. Then again, this guy's positioning is really great. He has good movement, so chances for a poacher to find some space are really limited. And he's not that exhausted yet. Not yet. Rosley, positioning's worse. Mentals are worse. He's not exhausted at all, though. So again, I think it's too early to bring on a striker that relies on basically finding space in defense. I mean, I guess we could do it anyway, but if we can borrow a little bit of additional time for Elbow Chuck still, maybe that's a positive. A replacement for McManamy is really hard to determine at this point. He has a good game, so it would just be deserved to keep him on the pitch. We also have an additional stoppage left afterwards. And, well, we might have problems with injuries and stoppage, not in stoppage time, in extra time too. So, to be honest, I'm not sure. I'm stuck in analysis paralysis here. I do not want to bring off all of our potential subs and then we go into extra time and if worst comes to it, we'll need to finish with 10 players. So, we'll sub Rosti and we'll do the last two substitutes later. Ankun, Elbow Chuck still. RC. Still RC. Good pass. Oh! So close. Fakrula's exhausted now. What's the mood? Motivated, normal, focused, motivated, wants to make a difference. Everybody's exhausted more or less. You can do this. Come on, guys. Most of them reacted in a positive manner. Please tell me they don't score now. The free kick due to an offside situation. Alright. So, if we make it through the next 2 minutes, which we did. Now, this does not count as a stoppage, right? So we can sub somebody now, if we think it's appropriate. And we can keep the last one for an injury situation. Who's our top priority? I would argue not to be subbed off, but but to be subbed on, actually. Who's top priority? What's the best player in the squad? that is preferably also like has a counterpoint on the pitch. That is really exhausted. Nizam is a good player. He's barely in shape though. And also Badrul Hisham is not that exhausted. So that's not a one-on-one I'm going for. Goalkeeper, I think we can take a pass for now. Jeffrey's very good and he's in good shape. He is a bit slow. On the other hand, Fakrullah and Kerry are both exhausted. So that would make sense. Not sure which one needs to be taken off, to be honest. So Jeffrey is an option. Christopher is not in shape. And Harsey does have some... like, there's something in his fuel tank at least. Baru would make sense. For Hammer. Hammer did score. He's... well, it says poor here. So we could replace Hammer with Baru. That's basically a 1-for-1. Baru is not one of the best players, but he's okay for this situation. Who's the left back right now? Still this guy. Very exhausted. Good quality, but very exhausted. Being faced with Baru might be a bad idea for him. And well, Azamuddin, obviously Elbakchak still is exhausted. Then again, their central defenders are not that exhausted yet. So I would argue it doesn't make sense, not yet. So I think I'll bring on Baru for Hammer. I'll do this. Okay, let's go to the dressing room. Yeah, that's not good enough. No, it's fantastic. This is great. So we'll praise him. I think this is fine. We won this match after all. Prior to extra time. So now we will tell Badrul Hisham that this is not good enough. Alright. And everybody else, you're okay. The problem is I do not want to start appraising just yet. I'll try to pile on a little bit of pressure after... well, we can still sub him, right? Yeah, that works. And given that Baru just comes on, I think we should give him a specific talk. That works. No impact so far by Rosti, Rusti or Ankun. That's, well, that's fine. Okay, let's go. I'll need to wait for the end of the scene and afterwards I will encourage them if we can. McManamy, nice. Wait. They changed the way they play. How? I don't know. Do we get this information somewhere? The way they play. Okay, everybody's in normal body language. Probably have a look at the passing stats at some point. Oh, not bad. I don't know what I'm looking for, to be honest. Ankun, come on. Sometimes you have good ideas. This is a really bad one, though. Ibrahim, followed by Ankun, floated cross. It's just a corner. Still, this is dangerous. And I don't know if they pushed forward or whatever they did. Good play. I think Ankun does have more direct passes instructed right now. No, he doesn't. Doesn't make any difference. Not within our playing style, so that's alright. I just thought maybe we should retain possession a little bit more. Rosdy and Roosdy, carrier. Nice lob over the defensive line. McManamy. RC, elbow check still, there's the goal! We got it! Now we just need to get this to the end of the match. Somehow. Anyone's got any ideas? I'm open to suggestions. I thought it was over. And I'm really happy that Elbow Chuck still is still on the pitch and not Asamuddin. Granted, Asamuddin might have scored too. Still, really happy with this. So, can we actually go to the next round in the cup competition against number 1 in the league? Are you kidding me? Please tell me we can do this. Dangerous. Also dangerous, that's fine. And McManamy just clears the ball. I think we do positive anyway. Let's try to waste a little bit of time. Well, it is a 3-1. It's just the other way. Gerald predicted it. You might want to adjust your compass, sir. We gotta make it to the end of the match first, though. So, let's wait until Elvis disappears, so we can actually see the match. We might want to have a look at the position instructions. Didn't he predict the 3-1 loss, though? Let me scroll through this. Gerald predicted a 3-1 loss. So, he has it right. Just, like, it's just the opposite. What? Why is it a 2-1? What's 2-1 about this? I'm confused. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know what to do about him. Also, he's not the last one that got subbed on. This one is. That's a winger. Runs with the ball down the right, so we show him to the inside. We do that all the time. I get that. It probably doesn't count for the official whatever stuff. The way it's counted. But I'm not exactly bothered by this right now, Mies. This is a rules lawyerish approach to things. You might be perfectly correct. It just doesn't matter right now. Ah, damn it. Get it. Yes. Rusty. Yeah, I see. No. What a save by Marchalio. Our goalkeeper apparently keeps his good form for now. I won't comment. That's offside, isn't it? It's not offside. Are you kidding me? Well, it's not a 3-1 in the end. That will go all the way through through to penalties, won't it? Tight offside, yeah. Well, not this situation though. I agree. We will sub now. The problem is whom? He's our best penalty taker. McManaman's shit at taking penalties. We'll bring on Asamuddin for McManamy. This is a perfectly fine role for him. No problems whatsoever. We'll do it like this. That said, I want him to shoot more often here. Come on, man. You can have a lasting impact for the remainder of the season and, well, basically for the club to go down in history. Get it done. I know he's entirely incapable of playing in that position, but I think at this point it's reasonable. Also, we'll do this. There, I think the wingback positions on the pitch. This tiny person. They're still somewhat fresh. These are exhausted now. And in particular in defensive midfield too. Like Halim, he's done. So Asamuddin coming on, that should work. Well, that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Given the 40-year-old, all the hopes of the club, I don't know. This also means Elbukchak still will need to make it to the end of the match. Anko and McManamy, Elbukchak still. It's a foul. What? Please tell me it's not a real injury. Hi, welcome to the stream, sir. First yellow card of the match, by the way, in minute 108. Not sure what to say about this. Shall we take off the sub? Whatever. Come on, Ankun. Oh! He hit the post! Too late, man. It's done now. Let's get this thing done. We can still win this. Or lose it. You are correct. No, but that's not true. So Thomas decided he wanted to leave. So we let him. And Mr. Choo Choo is our only scout these days. With a whole whopping 2 points of player knowledge and player potential. Thingy. Fuck me! Why? Now we go all the way attacking and, well, we need a goal to make it to penalties. This was bound to happen. Wasn't it? At least we have 2 strikers on the pitch. Is it offside? Of course it is! On our side it is offside, on their side it isn't. Take that off, put that on, hit early crosses, I don't care. More direct passing. push up much higher and trigger the press much more often. Might as well get stuck in for good measure. We need a goal. Preferably fast. 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Easy. We'll get it. This game will yet again be lost to mistakes in defense. That said, at least it was exciting. That's what we're going for, right? Sit offside. Of course it is. There will be no training tomorrow for fear of injuries. Who got... He gets a yellow card. Well, that won't matter anymore at this point. RC. Ozamudin, that's just possession play. Draws the good pass for RC, that's clearly no offside. That's an early cross, I guess. That was a bit hasty. Elbow Chuck still with the last free kick of the match. Or is it? Rusty, yeah. That's it. We lose. So I blame it on Defender FM. I don't know, man. Ah, shit. We were so close. Yeah, just split balling. Ah, we had it. We just needed a few more minutes. Fuck off. Well, in theory, I won 2-1. Yes, great. In the end, though, we don't go through to the next round. We had it. It was so close. And then we lost it due to mistakes in defense yet again. Maybe we should have done, you know, very defensive stuff, but I was hoping for yet another goal. Okay. I can't really be pissed about it though. Overall, it was a wonderful performance given that we were faced with a much superior team. So, what do? I'll go with this. Me too, man. Me too. I think everybody contributed really nicely. And even though mistakes in defense have been made, yet again, I think we can be happy with the result. So, that's fine. Alright, we get thrown out of the cup in the first round. After 2 legs and, well, a bit of a back and forth. So, I'm happy with this. Sure, he did score. And the match between Selangor and Sarawak United got moved because Selangor will now need to play Sabah. I have no idea, man. Is this something I need to watch? Probably at this point I need to watch it. I'm vaguely aware that there's some sort of international stuff going on. Okay. So, given recent experiences... 18% possession. That's... something. I think we'll do a few more additional recovery sessions here. They're all very exhausted. Maybe even do some additional recovery sessions here. We don't really need the training here, do we? We'll do match tactics, so nobody hurts themselves. And then they can go back into training. So, that should work. Okay. Next is Kedah. Kedah are 6th in the league. The sad occasion is they will probably not play the entirety of their under 19 squad in the match against us. So as a result, this might even be harder than the last 2 matches. I hate this. By the way, how's the financial circumstances? Yeah, we lost money on this. Of course we did. As always. Alright. But it's an away match. I thought about it today, so I think it would be appropriate to give this to Mies first. Given that Mies is a Dortmund supporter, and well, I suspect Mies might have a stronger opinion on the whole matter. I have my own thoughts, but it's more related to the person, I think. So I don't know. What do you guys think so far? Well, I can hear you typing, so if nobody's typing, I will be disappointed. I will share my opinion, obviously, but I'm not sure if it is qualified by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, seems like I need to go first after all. Sorry, guys. So, yeah. But, okay. So I will take the counterpart. So, I get that perspective. I really do. And well, let me compare that to, well, it probably is really easy to compare it to to a very similar situation, actually. If you compare it to the Dortmund situation back when Jürgen Klopp left, at least my sentiment was, yes, his last season wasn't great there, as far as I recall, but overall, everybody was sad anyway, or most of them. Like, maybe it was time, but he's still an icon to the club, to this day. And it's probably similar in Mainz, even though I don't know. I'm not that familiar with whatever's going on in Mainz. But on the other hand, he's been with Liverpool for 8 years, if I read that correctly. 8 years is a hell of a lot of time. And being a manager in football is damn exhausting. Even if you're somebody to delegate most of the stuff like Jürgen Klopp does. I would argue he's not only a leader from a perspective of high skill as a football manager, but in particular he's a leader as he achieved a level of leadership way higher than expert level. So yeah, he's good at trusting his employees. So that is not as exhausting as being an expert in everything by yourself. But on the other hand, 8 years is still a whole lot of time. And he had a good time. The guy deserves to retire at some point.
Oh no.
He's got family.
Strangers. Lots of them.
Well,
sure they're friendly.
welcome to the stream. So yeah, talking Jurgen Klopp, I think he does deserve his retirement if he retires.
Hey, yet another member for the fan club. Are you quite sure it's not a self-help group?
Well, now it definitely is, given that we talk about Jurgen Klopp's retirement. Maybe he will go back to the Black Forest, where he comes from, and just have some time with his family. They didn't have much of him for the last few years, so I think that makes sense. They still might be, I don't know. They still might be disappointed in Liverpool and probably all throughout the world, but I think from a personal perspective, it's understandable. I hope that makes sense. So, okay. Let's talk about the last match to the players, or maybe about the training rating or whatever. But I think we'll start with the last match. How did it go? Reasonably well, right? That said, prior to starting with whatever we do for the next match, I think we'll take a break. So, let me get into the kitchen, grab a cold bottle of Coke, maybe snack a sausage, you know, whatever Germans do, and in Liverpool, but aren't there always, if you ever worked at any company, isn't this the usual stuff, to have internal differences? There's, like, if you ask two people, usually you get four opinions. So, like, it would be weird if there's no disagreements or somebody that doesn't support Jurgen Klopp or whatever. I think it makes sense. So, I'm not sure, obviously, about the magnitude of that stuff. Well, who am I to judge? I'm not an internal guy in Liverpool, so I don't know. Yeah, anyway, I will do that break. And to everybody that just rated us, we just got thrown out of the cup. So, yeah, now we will go into the relegation scrap throughout the end of the season. I will just show you now. This is Malaysia, and apparently there's a Challenge Cup. Well, okay, we have another cup competition I wasn't aware of. Cool. That said, next match is against Kedah. We need to win this if we want to fight bravely against relegation at least, and then Johor DT, which is yeah, this is probably a predicted loss. And then some other stuff. Okay, going back to the plan with the Coke and the sausage. That sounds really weird. Whatever. I will see you all in a minute. Hi, welcome back. So, any questions about the save in general? I think Defender FM is aware of what's going on here. What about the rest? Why? Did Schalke lose? Did they play this evening? They did? I don't know, I don't follow this stuff. You know? Holy fuck, man. I just googled the result. It's also the wrong result. They scored. So it's not 0-4. That's not the number in their club, in their club's name. So I don't know. Will Schalke go all the way to third league now? I'll probably have a look after, you know, whatever we do here. They did? Okay. For Christmas. Alright, alright. If there's any Schalke fans out there, I'm sure Schalke 04 is a wonderful club. It's fine, Defender. You're welcome back anytime. And, well, next time, hopefully, it will be more interesting what we do on stream, actually. Like, it was an exhausting game. I think I needed a 5-minute break. Yeah. But you're welcome anytime. Okay. So. Who's left and what kind of questions do you have? There's probably a few new guys at least for the stream. And if you prefer to lurk, feel free to let me know. As somebody living in Nuremberg, I should probably care. So, Motchalil achieved a 6.5 rating in the end. He was on course for a 7 point something and then he conceded a few goals. Apparently 3. Yeah. Oh, Nuremberg and Schalke, yeah. I think they are... There's a fan friendship there. Supporters friendship, whatever. Nuremberg is this weird situation anyway. There's like Nuremberg has 2 parts. Nuremberg proper, and then there's this small stuff that they think they're in their own city. It's called Fürth. So whatever. Anyway, I think I get to a degree what's going on in Dortmund and Gelsenkirchen and so on. Having the football clubs of similar sizes, well, at least up until a few years ago, that are major rivals. I'm not sure if I have that much of an opinion about Nuremberg and Fürth, though. That's probably derived from the fact that I didn't grow up here. They do? Okay. Okay, Keda's next. That's basically what we always see. He's slow, so that's a positive. He's fast, so that's a negative. Cool, this is not a bad pairing, is it? No, I don't think it is. This is a reasonable striker. Same here. He's old, but otherwise he's fine. Not bad either. I think there will not be 19-year-olds in this squad, or 17-year-olds this time. They have a manager that actually knows how to deal with personnel. Okay, we expect tiki-taka stuff again. This is away from home though. This is a league game. We are 8th in the league right now. 9-point difference to Penang. Whom do they play? Penang. And should it matter? Kelantan United. Perak afterwards. I don't know. So that's a 9-point difference that they need to make up for in how many games? 7. They need to bridge that gap. 9 points in 7 matches. Otherwise, we're okay. We do have the better goal difference, or whatever that matters. I don't know. Should be fine. So, I think we can try something like this, actually. Or maybe this. Try more direct passing. So we're not aware of how to do this. As a result, we won't play like this. We can play our old formation with an emphasis on defense though. That this is the primarily trained tactic for the next match. Throw the entire roster out. And skip forward a day or two. Talk to them later. And then hopefully have a positive impact on morale. It was a good match after all. Even though we got thrown out of the cup. What's a challenge cup, by the way? Does anyone know? Or do I need to read rules now? I will probably need to read rules. Alright. Rules. Sorry for my thing here. Can I throw this out? Yeah, well, but it's a bunch of stuff. So, in theory, I could throw this out. Maybe there's a view for it. Yes! Obviously, doesn't change the way I look, but whatever. You know, the direction of where I'm facing. Okay, we can read this now. Alright. So, what's going on here? There's 8 teams here. That's those teams that got thrown out of the cup, isn't it? There's still a tiny bit of prize money here. And the rules are basically the same. So, how are the teams selected though? That means Johor DT... We can check this. Johor, Penang, Perak, and PDRM. Versus schedule. Johor got thrown out of the cup by Sabah. For what it's worth. Penang got thrown out of the cup by KL Rovers. Perak got thrown out of the cup by Kuala Lumpur City FC. And PDRM goes on like this, doesn't it? They also got thrown out of the cup by Kelantan United. Barely, but they got thrown out. So, yeah. This is the Losers Cup. Welcome. Okay, let's go back to the other cam thing here. There we go. So, it's a Losers Cup and the rules are the same. Yeah, that's it. Alright. We have 4 additional days. We will probably need to rotate a little bit. And to be honest, I'm not sure how we will get away with a result there. There's 2 Liga. Oh yeah, because the league is only 14 teams. So yeah, for it to be 8 in there, there's Liga M3 teams there. Sure, that makes sense. Who was it? Teams. Kelantan and Sembilan. To be honest, I'm not sure if I should be excited about this. Let's be careful with that. Don't forget that we are, like, rock bottom quality-wise. I wouldn't count on us defeating them. Not yet, anyway. You asked the horrible questions. Let's have a look. His name was Alfonso, right? He's probably unemployed. I will look in the transfer history. I don't know how his first name is spelled. There we go. That was last season, though. Sure. He's under contract with Armed Forces and loaned to MOF in Nowhere Land. So he plays for them, though, currently. 21 appearances, but there's no league loaded. Not sure what's going on here. What's FAM? I don't know. Oh, okay. So that answers the question. He does play well for them, though. Even though they do not really play. Okay. First things first. We need to deal with this. Give me a summary inbox, please. Thanks. By the way, I have, I don't know if it's good news for you, but I have reasonable news. I might have some additional time on my hands this weekend. So, given that this is a situation... Sure, who's that? He is with Charlton, apparently. And I know absolutely nothing about him. Other than he's way too expensive for us. So, a former player of yours, or what is it? Yeah, as I was just saying, so we will do the next match today. I think I'm in the mood. That said, I will probably have a stream tomorrow morning. Prior to the real-life football matches in Germany. I see. Well, I didn't watch any of the cups there, or of the cup, or of the African competition. So I'm not aware of any of these players. We should offer a professional contract to Isha, it says. Nah, let's wait a little bit. Don't give professional contracts to anyone. Or not to everyone. Man, do you really want me to look for all the players now? Okay. That's the last one, though. Lukman Hakim. Lukman Hakim. There's one. 23 and unemployed. From Belgium. Well, not from Belgium. Well, sure. We will trial him. Why not? You don't say. Zakaria can become a top player. Did anyone notice? You sure? I wasn't aware. I think he might just make it, yes. Given that he's 16 years old and pretty good at this point. Reminds me of Weigl. Back with 1860 Munich. At the start of his career. They made him captain pretty early on too. For some reason. And then, I don't know, he got bought off by somebody. I'm not sure anymore. I think it was Beigel anyway. Might have been somebody else. Okay. So, will we stick with Mod Jalil? Yeah, that might be a thing, yeah. And wasn't he in Gladbach at some point too? Let's Google this. Yeah. No, he's with Gladbach now. Okay. So, 1860 to Dortmund, then to Benfica, then to Gladbach. That was really funny. And, well, good scouting. To take him off 1860 Munich's hands. And they were somewhere at the rock bottom anyway, with the investor stuff. I think that's the only guy I remember with investing stories in football that is more annoying than the guy with the Hamburger Sportverein. So yeah, if there's a bunch of stuff in the press all the time about where the money comes from, that's probably no good for the football club. This is great. So he scored, and also his match load went down to medium, so we can play him. That's fantastic. It's tomorrow, so let's skip forward, give him feedback tomorrow. He doesn't want to come, man. He thinks he's better than us. No, I do not want to do that. Let's ask the agent about him. Oh, we would need to have a better performance in the league, and afterwards he would consider. Well, it's not about the club in general, it's just about the performance on the league. So we'll add him to the shortlist. Sure. Mies did some scouting in real life. Why not? Don't care. Oh, also, we need a new follower goal. I guess I will be boring and make it 170. Might as well add a subscriber goal, but that will probably not be fulfilled anytime soon. So we can make it 2. Does anyone of you want to offer his Prime subscription at any point? A bit more seriously though, where the hell is the goal? There. We will start a new goal. We'll make it 175. Here it is. Alright. So, next match we will play Elbuk still. Oh, look at that. I didn't expect that, actually. That's very positive. He really, really, really needs those mantles. So that's good. Okay. By the way, McManamy did a great job. No complaints. If only we could get rid of this. But otherwise, really good. Sure, let's talk to the rest of the players. So, no use talking to him. I guess we can praise his conduct. He doesn't play, so whatever. There you go. Mod Jalil. He doesn't train well. Well, I guess for him this is fine. He did cost us the game last time, if you want to put it that way. Alright. Can still go for the conduct. He appreciates it. Fine. Training rating, not really. Recent form is guess that's okay. Next is Nazarudin, he scored, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Did hit the back of the net once. So that's positive. Trading grading was very positive too. Otherwise, form is in an upwards trend, but that's it. Rosty, do I call this positive? I think. I appreciate you saying so. Or in other words, he doesn't think so, but he'll accept it. Passing was fine last match. We'll go with that. No chances created whatsoever. It's really good passing though. Yeah. That said, this is as instructed, right? We played him in defensive interpretation of a wingback role, so that's okay. Is there other stuff to say? Conduct, maybe. Good conduct overall. No issues. Roosty. 7.0. No chances created, sadly. But otherwise, he did do a very good job as a replacement for Zakaria. I think that's okay. We'll go with the tackling. Conduct is okay-ish. Training is great. We'll do that. Safri, I think we can give him some time at some point. Given the training rating, and, well, he just doesn't play. I mean, is this fair? You know what? We'll do it. I will play him for one match, and then I will regret it. But I'll do it. That also stops any complaining. In case he ever got to it. Sure. Conduct's good. But no complaints so far. Zakaria, that's very easy. And I think in the last match, 6.9. No major concerns. Maybe we did criticize his last match, apparently. Yeah, we did. Form did improve a little bit. Conduct's good as always. I think he... well, I don't know. He's probably not a great influence. He is a great influence, but not a big influence just yet, sadly. So... I see, we praise him too often. Okay. So, no comments on the conduct next week. Or, I don't know, tomorrow morning. You gotta remind me. No comments on the conduct tomorrow morning. Summary is injured. That's shit. Sorry, man. Otherwise, not much to talk about. Nizam. Nizam will probably play, but Roel Hisham didn't have a good match, did he? In general, I think this is a fine addition to the squad, more or less. There's issues, though. As always, media handling's bad. This is concerning. If he's cheap. Well, we didn't use him, so no use talking to him. We didn't play Amran. Ankun did get played. Ugh. Looking at this, to be honest, I'm disappointed. And I think I want to talk about this. So, hopefully you guys are in the mood. If I compare these two, it clearly states that Ankun should be the better player. With the better performances. In reality, though, I think McManamy contributed more. And that's also reflected by the average rating, even though McManamy's sample is... well, the sample size is a bit low, right? But considering the difference in wage, I expected more, to be honest. So as a result, I think either Ankun gets his shit together at some point, or we will need to sell him for monetary reasons. Because that money can go somewhere else. Obviously, McManamy is not the one to be, like, #1 player throughout the entirety of a season. By the way, what the fuck happened here? He simply skipped a step. Didn't he? Well, I don't know. Maybe he was competent prior to the match. But if we play him for one match as a defensive midfielder again, he might just become a natural. He's really good at this. He's very versatile. I don't know where this is coming from. Which reminds me, I got distracted now, but so yeah. I think I'll play McManamy again in the league match, actually. And if Ankun does want to stay, he will need to have better performances. Or are you? You're okay? That's good to know. Alright. This is easy. I didn't get through the entirety of the squad, but I think I'll keep it as it is. Badrul Hijam had a shitty game. Where is he? It was a 6.5 or something, I think. Here. Training's fine. You can comment on that. Yeah. No chances created, sir. Okay. He can play anyway. And we take care here, don't we? Had a good game. That's fine. So, left back position. Mazrin needs to play. Mazrin will play. He's our player after all. So why not? And then there's the winger on the left. We play a 4-4-2, so inverted winger would be fine. Let's give Christopher some time on the pitch. So that he doesn't start complaining all of a sudden. Training rating is alrightish. Alright. You get to the bench. You come with us. Is it Jeffrey or Farkrola? We'll bring Jeffrey, won't we? Yeah, he deserves this. Rosti obviously, Ankun obviously, Rusty obviously, it's the same as always. That's all easy. What did we promise him? Squad player. Yeah, I think you can take a break. Alright. And if the stuff with Safri doesn't go well, then you can blame me. As always. Oh! Well, who are you? Cool. I feel you are right. Who are you? From Amron. Okay, that's the director of football. So, yeah. He's correct. The problem is I cannot afford this. So, I don't care. Also, he's fairly susceptible to injury. Not sure who that is. I can't afford him. That's somebody that's a former player of ours. I do not want him back. I like the personality, but looking at the goalkeeping attributes, I don't think this is a reasonable transfer. Go away. That's not much better, is it? Nah, not interested. We have one. Abdul Razak. No way will I sign a central defender with that amount of jumping reach. there's limits to this. Nope. Down the right, knocks the ball past the opponent, blah blah. We have better, don't we? In particular, in the under-21s, there's a player that's waiting for this. Also, fuck that in particular. No injury-prone players if I can help it. We signed McManamy. That must be enough. The guy's okay. Can't afford him though. That's it. Great. Our scouting department in a nutshell. Which does remind me. I want to do something. So let's go to transfers, director of football, suggest targets. I want an attacking midfielder. Preferably on a free transfer. Maybe there's young potential in there. And that could be worse. Former Selangor player. Okay. Too expensive. Not that expensive. I'm not that convinced though. Do we have... We can't tell them that we want a young prospect, right? Oh, there's... Okay, Nazarudin's contract runs out. Yeah, we knew that. We don't know anything about him. Not about him. That doesn't help much either, not for now. I'm still thinking we might need a replacement in attacking midfield at some point. And I'm not sure whom to use, other than the guy from the under-21s. But then again, this is true for most of the positions in our squad, so I don't know why I'm focused on attacking midfield today. Probably because it's a vital position for the way we play. So, we will do the same formation, same setup basically, just with defensive mindset. And ton of time wasting, keeping possession. We're going for a draw. There's no way around it. That's what we try to do. Alright. Let's have a look at these. So he's a good dribbler. I think in general easing off tackles is probably a good idea against him. And it's somewhat the same here. Gets crowd going. This is a really rare one. I like it though. Not sure what to do here. There is one thing. Both of them are bad jumpers. So we shouldn't have problems in the air. In general. As a result... Does this mean we invite crosses? No. They have good crossing. We should mark him tightly. That won't work. He will run away from his marker all the time. That's definitely not a thing. His strength is really low. So, assuming we do not want to invite crosses. Assuming we show these two to the weaker feet, respectively. He has good passing. That's a playmaker, if I'm not mistaken. This one has good passing and vision too, though. This is a hard one. Dribbling slow, that's it. Tight marking, not a thing. Closing him down, barely matters. Good first touch and technique overall, good mentals. He doesn't care. This is a good player. And as a result, he gets paid well. So, yeah. We can... Well, we can't try to mark him out of the game either. He's weak at this point. Very brave, though. Not sure what to do about this. I'm conflicted. So this is a left back. Let's talk about this. So, why am I stopping? You know me at this point. He's a pro. These are rare around here. He's professional and reserved. I want to sign this guy immediately. Can we buy him, please? They might consider him rubbish. I want to sign him. So we gotta think about this. But, well, I need to think about this. But if there's a professional player that might be available for our squad, usually I want to poach him. Yeah, first touch is bad. Otherwise, not much to say. We can trigger the press on him. He's also not a good passer, so let's not mark him tightly. This Ting person... Daniel, you're slow, you're weak, your jumping reach is okay. Still... That's not a case of a hard tackle, though. Elstall. Not much better, is it? Bojan Seeger. He's a good passer. We'll show him to the weaker foot. That's about it, though. The one-on-ones on this one are really bad. Oh, okay. Alright, let's go. Any other ideas from your side? None? That's not much. Great. Oh, did we have floated crosses here? Not yet. 11 points of jumping reach and no strength. 10 and no strength either. Sorry about the yawning. I don't think the specific focus is needed. Alright, let's do this. Dressing room says, well, this is an away match. We'll try to ease the pressure. It works on McManamy. Great. So apparently the rest is not that pressured yet. And elbow check still is motivated, for whatever reason. Alright. Yeah. Minor break, then we'll do the match. BRB. Okay, I'm prepared. Let's go. Oh! There's a few people in the stadium. Sadly, that will not help us much. Recent results have shown that we are perfectly capable of putting on a show at least. And we should probably encourage the team, come to think of it. Ooh. Ball distribution should be on the standard. Standard is rolling it out. Well, that won't work. Okay. Don't let him shoot. He does shoot. That's a ball for Mochalil though. Fine so far. Do any of you have any recommendations? No, not recommendations. Projections about the result. This team, at least on paper, is worse than what we just faced. In practice though, they probably aren't. Come to think of something. So there's Kamarudin out here. Kamarudin is somewhat slow. And his positioning is a bit off. As a result, I think we can go down the right, can't we? Let's focus play down there. Yep. I wanted to do it. This is what happens if you don't stick around and tell me otherwise. No, I wanted to give him a match, to be honest. He did train well, so I thought this was fine. Ah, close. And I will try to focus down the right now. Hammer's side. Because there's a 16-year-old professional player there that might develop into something useful at some point, but not yet. Might have picked the wrong match for Safri though, but whatever. Yep. I might have picked the wrong match for Safri. That's McManamy there. Yep, Safri's mistake. Why? Comes back to haunt me immediately. Yellow for whom? Hammer. Nice long ball by Alec Chastel. That shouldn't be offside. The problem is there's nobody there to support Hammer. Or is there? Okay. That can happen, I guess. I just decided I don't want to do this anymore. Let's try to play in some sort of constructive manner. I was hoping to get a draw here, but apparently we don't get a draw if we play like this. So we'll do it another way. There was an opportunity to run towards the ball for some of the players here. I guess they considered it too far away. Get it! Oh no. Mazarin. Zakaria. Nice ball towards McManamy. This is a counter-attacking situation. Can we score on the break? Elbow chuck still. Oh no. Hammer. That's good. Finish isn't. Overall situation is... it's something. McManamy on a yellow card now. What is happening? Not sure where the cards are coming from. We barely had any throughout the rest of the season, I think. Dangerous, but it worked. Christopher. Come on, man. Show us what you got. That's interesting. Second attempt. Nizam, Zakaria. Good pass. Elbow chuck still. McManamy. Elbow chuck still again. Oh, he hit the post. Mazarin. That's nothing. The chance was there. Okay. Seems like ball distribution does say roll it out. So that's fine. Still trying to go down the right though. Nazarudin, McManamy. Hammer. Not bad. That said, he's on a yellow now, so I'd rather take that off. Where is it? Oh, we don't focus on the... yeah. We changed tactics, never mind. That's dangerous. This time, though, it's Carrier's fault. Well, not his fault. It's not only his fault, but... there's other people to blame here. For example, whoever that is. Nazarudin, okay. But... that's just too fast for us. I don't know what to do about this. I think if the last opponents didn't try to play the 19-year-olds there, or the 16-year-olds or whatever, we would have had way worse results there. Good play. Definitely not offside. Hammer, and then he loses pace. That's great, though. With the exception of the finish. Mazurin, Christopher, Zakaria. Oof. Not what we were looking for, is it? Corner. Okay. So I was hoping for a different kind of passing approach to this, but Zakaria decided otherwise. McManamy would have been a good idea there. Possession is basically 50-50. We do create chances now. And a really bad shot. So, I'm not sure what to say. The result is not on our side. Chances created are okay, I think, in general. Hammer, still Hammer. That's no good. Nizam. They just take theirs. I don't know what to say. That is probably the problem. It's too late now, though. Any of you have any ideas how to get that back? So it feels like at least Elbukchak still up front seems to work as a passing station, I guess. So that works. Alright. Given that experience, we can distribute to the target forward at least. And I think praying for a miracle is probably appropriate too, yeah. Problem is the footballing gods apparently don't like me. At least not in this match. We also know that we created chances. The biggest concern is on the defensive side. And it didn't really matter much if we went about it with a defensive mentality or with an attacking one. Maybe I should have tried the low block here. Would have been vastly different and probably not very liked by the important people, but I'm not sure if you like this result that much more. Please tell me it's not a penalty. That's clearly offside. At least I thought it was. But apparently the assistant manager doesn't feel that way. They can't just play all the way through our defense here. It's way too... The people are too far apart. The players. I'm not sure how to deal with this. There's just giant gaps there. Nice dribble by Elbakchak still. McManamy, Nazarudin, Mazrin, of all the people. So for the second half we could bring on Baru. Given that Hammer is on a yellow card. And probably Ankun for McManamy. In central defense, well, Safri could do with a replacement, yes. Of course. Cool. You know what? This thing's done. We will not claw back 4 goals, so we'll try to make it to halftime. And then we will give him some match experience playing the low block. Because apparently this is all... Well, he's anxious. Okay. I'm not even sure how to finish that for that last sentence. Fucking hell. I might even take off the goalkeeper. In fact, it's probably a good idea. The other one needs match experience too. And well, some random neutral match experience is a thing here. How? McManamy is the best player on the pitch, by the way. On our side, at least. So, what did I do wrong? We can probably shoot on that goal for an additional, I don't know, 5 hours. There's so many chances. It must be some sort of, I don't know, comedy sketch or something. At least it feels that way. In particular, the last scene. It's an okayish performance, it says. I'll sub off the goalkeeper. I will. I think this is stupid. It doesn't matter anymore. I will do the low block too. Just because I want them to play like this for a while. And we will rotate heavily. The result of this match doesn't matter anymore. It's done. We need to make sure nobody gets banned. So, this. That's 4 substitutes. And the rest of them did play from time to time. So I think this is okay. We'll keep 1 for injury situations. That's it. And Safri, despite his great performance, will continue to play. He's frustrated? Yeah, that's why we took you off. Don't you worry. Don't tell me you start to learn how to counterattack. No! It's even worse. Pulled knee ligaments on Baru. Of course. Well, he will need to play through. Well done, Christopher. You think so? So far we did much better than in the last half. But if you say so. I don't know, maybe inviting pressure is exactly what we want though. So if they score a 5th, it doesn't matter much. Game's done anyway. So strictly on a theoretical level. If we invited more pressure, and I'm trying to gesture now towards the screen. There. If we invited more pressure, closer to our own penalty area, obviously that would give them a chance to score, or to create some sort of low-grade chance. They didn't have a single chance in the second half so far. On the other hand, that would also probably push their central defenders and whoever's left there, I guess Daniel Ting, over the midfield line. So as a result, counterattacking would be fairly easy, given that there's no offside situation anymore. But I mean, that can also be achieved with a very low defensive line. And I'm not sure if that's needed. It might be that this is a misunderstanding, actually. It might be that the very defensive mentality doesn't strictly go with inviting more pressure. Like, I'm not, it's not criticism, I'm not sure. Because the mentality is just a preset for the individual player mentalities. So if they get going from very attacking to very defensive. Right now, I don't know, Nazarudin is... his mentality is balanced that way. Baru's mentality is probably slightly positive. Yeah, it's positive. So if we go very defensive here, Baru's mentality is still positive. His is still balanced. His is still balanced. This doesn't matter, does it? There's no shift in mentality here. This is very defensive too. What's Ankun's? Cautious. So if we go very defensive, Ankun's mentality will be cautious too. It doesn't matter. At least, I think so. I didn't find a difference. So I think in this situation, specifically, it's probably wrong. Because there's no difference in tactical instruction. Sure. Take the shot. We'll wait for the result here, but... in hindsight now, we can argue, well, maybe we should have... That's even a good chance. In hindsight now, maybe we should have taken the approach with the low block and just going for counter attacks for the entirety of the match. But hindsight's 20/20, or so they say, I think. It's too late now. They didn't have a single shot in the second half of the match. Absolutely nothing. And that's with the better ones of our players off the pitch. At least some of them. There's the first shot in the second half, in minute 65. Granted, it's not needed anymore. That might have an impact. It's offside. Okay. Mazrin, for some weird reason, managed to get to a 7.0 rating. That could have been intercepted, I think. Any other pearl that needs to play? I don't know. Let's leave it as it is. Their goalkeeper has a good day too, doesn't he? 7.7 rating at this point. This is just I don't know. Feels like nothing goes our way. This is offside? Of course it is. The chances! The quality of the chances! I mean, I guess I know what went wrong the first half. But we should at least get one goal at this point. Second half is way better for us. Sure. Oh! I mean, Rosty's motivated, cool. I guess Mazarin needs to be replaced. He had a decent performance, he deserved the rest. And this doesn't matter much anymore. All the berating in the world won't help with this. Zakaria with the first goal of the season. Also, this is entirely useless, but still. Finally! I think we could have turned this thing around, actually. It was pretty even at the start of the second half. So, we had like 10 shots. More or less 2 expected goals. Let's playing a defensive slash very defensive setup. That's it. Or it should be. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Second half was way better. First half was horrible. But according to the expected goals, we put on a fantastic performance. According to whatever matters, we didn't. Carrier had a 7.3 rating. The 3 made it to a 6.6. I'm not sure what to say. Yeah. So, what do we blame this on? The quality of the players? I think the first half is on me. And true, but maybe so. That's a thought for next season. Maybe it's a good idea to have two very different tactics available to us. And for away matches in particular, we had it figured out at some point a little bit. Playing the higher defensive line, but still defensive mentality. That worked for 2 or 3 matches away from home. But it seems like the opponent figured it out pretty easily. And to be honest, we do not have the defenders that are fast enough for this. On the other hand, a lot of teams in this league tend to play possession-based tiki-taka bullshit football. Yeah. So I guess if we played low block, we would face a lot of pressure most of the time. So there's no guarantee that it would go another way. That said, the players in this league have pace, but not all of them have. In attack, we do to a degree. So we might stand a chance going for counter attacks or for breaking. So maybe in the future, it is a good idea to focus on some sort of counter-attacking low block formation. Not in general, just for the away matches, first and foremost. Because we're still the underdog, and it feels like more direct passing towards Elbach Chuckstell might work too. We saw that here. So maybe that's a good idea. I don't even know what to say. I'm not delighted with it. I think I'm disappointed. I really am. I don't know what to say otherwise. So that makes it 2 losses today, basically. But it is an 8-point difference now. So Penang had a draw. Okay. That could have gone worse. Let's put it that way. Alright. 2 to 3 weeks on Shane Thomas Baru. Okay, so we had a draw in the second leg against Selangor today, which was unlucky. We could have won that, to be honest. But the amount of goals conceded is really concerning here, overall. I guess it's, as you said, it's bound to happen at some point. In particular, given the quality that we have in our squad. So, 8 matches to go, and we have... No, it's not 8 matches to go. Oh. This one? We'll have Johor, Perak, Selangor, Kuching, Penang, and Kelantan. And looking at it from a date perspective, Johor, 2-week break, Perak, 2-week break. I think there might be some additional matches in here due to the other cup. Oh, we have a bunch. So first of all, obviously there's Hammer. So he'll play. Most likely. And on the bench, I think I will just put Carlos da Costa Lima on there. He's registered for the senior squad. So the youngster can have some time on the pitch. Oh, just a really devastating result. Don't worry about it. You didn't miss much. Just conceding 4 goals and apparently a low block and counter-attacking would have been the right choice. Given... Where is it? Nope. There. We didn't have much of possession, but looking at the expected goals is somewhat... how do I put this? It's not impossible, but this is not the most likely of the results. If I can phrase it that way. That said, we conceded 4 goals in the first half, so I shouldn't have gone with a high press. Or, no, with a higher defensive line against this club. It's just... we need some sort of shut-up-shop tactic against opponents like this. Given that all of them play tiki-taka football with higher defensive lines. This seems to be the theme in this league. And we need to find a solution to get past these people. So, yeah, anyway. Results overall were not exactly what I imagined today. That said, as I mentioned, I will probably... well, once I'm awake. So, whenever that is. I will probably do a stream tomorrow morning. And if you're awake, given the time zone difference, you're welcome to join. Tomorrow we'll have... well, a friendly against Sarawak, that doesn't matter much, and then Johor DT. So that's a must-win, obviously, given that Johor is a really easy opponent. We... lost the first time we played them this season, so yeah, great, time for revenge, I guess. Afterwards, well, maybe we get lucky and we draw a team from the Liga M3. I wouldn't count on it though. And afterwards there's Perak. We do know how to play Selangor these days, so maybe we stand a chance there, even if it's very unlikely. Kuching, Penang, Kelantan. Hard to tell. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches to go though, and it's an 8-point difference still. Also, some of these are direct opponents, so yeah. If we manage to hold them to a draw, or even win one of these matches, we're in a very good position. But we gotta get it done first. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping me company, and hopefully we will get better results tomorrow. See you soon, and have a good night. Bye.